Hey guys, so today's video is going to be on my favorite drugstore foundations, the ones that I feel like I use the most in my collection. I think these are so good, and I actually have combination skin, which means that certain areas of my face get oily, certain areas of my face get dry, depending on the weather and really the time of year. Sometimes my skin is drier than others, sometimes it's more oily than others. I also get acne, and my skin is also incredibly sensitive. So I feel like I kind of have all the skin types depending on the day, and because of that, I feel like I have really good recommendations for you guys for literally all the skin types. I would really appreciate it if you guys could leave a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Let me know what you guys would like to see next. Like if I am to do another top 10 type video like this, would you want it to be drugstore? And also, like, what do you want me to talk about? Like blushes, concealers, anything. First up is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Wear Foundation, 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This is the newest one that I've added to my collection that I started using only about a month ago. And at first I thought I wasn't gonna like it. I had swatched it on the back of my hand and realized right away that it was so watery, like really liquidy, and I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna like this very much. As soon as I put it on my face, I realized how amazing it was. It definitely has a medium to full coverage, which is nice because if you're the kind of person who, you know, doesn't really have a lot of problem areas on your face, you don't have much to cover, then you can just go in with one layer of this and it's gonna look so beautiful and flawless on you. It's gonna look like your skin is skin, like you're not wearing any foundation. But if you do have more problem areas, because the formula of this is so thin, you can build on it in like two or three layers, whatever you like, and you can get that fuller coverage without it looking cakey, and that is so awesome. You know, for everyday type of foundations, I think that this is definitely a good one that I personally feel like I'm picking up a lot, and I actually enjoy mixing it with other foundations because this is the only shade I have in it. It's in 425, and this is very light for me. I use this shade on its own when I'm really pale, but because I've been using my self tanner, I end up mixing it with another foundation I have that's a little darker, and it actually kind of thins out the formula of that foundation, and it makes that foundation work better than it did without mixing it with this. So I'm like, wow, this is actually really nice. I enjoy using it on its own, and I also like mixing it with other things. I'd say it's also very true to color. The way you see it in the bottle here is exactly the way that it goes on your face. Like, it doesn't oxidize for me. I haven't had an issue with that. It's also waterproof. So for, you know, summertime, this is a great foundation. If you're going to an amusement park, if you're gonna be there all day and you want something that's going to literally last you the entire day, like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I don't know how long you're staying there at the amusement park, but that's usually what we do when we go. And this guy is 24 hours. 24 freaking hours that you can wear this without it budging, and it's waterproof. So if you want to go in the water, I mean, I'm not guaranteeing you that it's going to stay on your face because I haven't actually tried that, but I am going on vacation in June and I probably will end up bringing this guy. There's 30 shades, which is nice, so there's a lot to choose from with this foundation here, and I feel like it is definitely good for all skin types. I forgot to say the price. It's $14.99, so it's more on the pricey side of drugstore foundations, but it's not the most expensive one that I'm showing you guys today. Next up is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This also lasts up to 24 hours, and it is $10.99, so it is about right there in the middle range of drugstore foundations. And the reason I like this, and actually it is the one out of all the foundations that I'm showing you guys today that I have officially used the most, I really like the shade Rose Beige, and sometimes I will mix it with Camel Beige. But it's just like a little dropper applicator here, which is so nice. You can control how much foundation is actually coming out and how much you're putting on your face, so you're not wasting it. But it is full coverage. Like, it will cover everything you want: blemishes, imperfections, redness. So it blends really quickly. You definitely need to work with it fast. It dries down to like a matte, but it has a very natural looking finish. So yeah, I'd say this is also good for all skin types. But if you have dry skin, I was reading some reviews that were saying it can possibly get a little drying, and so what they do, since they love using this, but they just wish it was a little bit more hydrating, what they'll do is just mix in like a drop of moisturizer or a drop of oil, and then they'll be good to go. Next is the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation, and this is my go-to summer foundation right here. This is so good because a lot of different things, but main reason is because it has a flexi hold technology where when you put it on your face, it stays on your face, and it's got like a very flexible, strong, kind of durable hold. So it will literally last you all day. It won't move, it won't budge. If you know you're gonna be sweating, this is the foundation that you want to be wearing because it absorbs the oils and it just really keeps you matte to the point where you don't have to touch up. So it's absorbing the oils in your skin, it's minimizing your pores at the same time, and it just really gives you that flawless look the entire time you're wearing it. Definitely full coverage. This will cover everything. And also I would say this is really good for my acne prone skin girls who are watching because guess what? It's oil free. And I love that with foundations because a lot of oils break me out so badly. And so I try to stay away from them as much as I can. And for an everyday foundation, I usually go for something that's oil-free like this. So I'm happy to say that it's not gonna clog your pores. So yeah, I'd say that this is best for oily skin to normal skin and combo skin, and also acne prone skin. But I'd say if you have dry skin, this is gonna be a little bit hard for you to wear and you might have some problems. But all the other skin types, you should be good to go. Next we have the JOA Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation Drops. This is $8.99. So, oh sorry, was $8.99. It is now on sale for $5.70 on their website, so that's a really good deal. And I really like this again because of the dropper. Liquidy type of foundation, kind of feels like a serum. It's like super lightweight. The coverage is not full, but it is buildable. I'd say like a light to medium coverage. This is a foundation that I wear when I'm having really good skin days and I just want to show off that glow. Like I want to show off my skin. I want it to feel like I'm not wearing any foundation at all and have it look really, really natural. This is what I will go to. Also, just want to say this one's really good to mix with other foundations too that are a little bit thicker. It blends so well with other things, but yeah, it goes onto the skin very nice and smoothly. I've read reviews of people saying that they like to use a brush with it, kind of like a flat top brush to like blend it into the skin, but I personally just use a blending sponge. The finish of this is cool because it's like a soft matte natural finish, so it's not completely matte and it's not super dewy either. It's kind of just like right in the middle. Doesn't settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. It's very easy to apply, and I'd say that it is actually incredibly hydrating. So if you do have dry skin and or normal skin and you're looking, or combo skin, and you're looking for something to give you that beautiful glow that is going to really hydrate your skin, then I would definitely go for this one. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. It is $3.59. It is on sale right now at Ulta. This is like officially the cheapest foundation that I have seen in a while that's actually really good quality. And yeah, I see mixed reviews about this, but personally, I think it's really good. This is what I wear when I know for a fact I'm gonna be on camera, I'm gonna be taking pictures. It doesn't have flashback. It was tested before it was released in 7 different lighting conditions to see, you know, how well it looked on camera. Like, this is meant to be something you take selfies with, you know, not just everyday things when you're just like going around, you know, grocery shopping. Like, this is meant for glamming it up and looking really good on camera. It has a matte finish. It is also full coverage, and it gives you that beautiful, poreless, flawless look. I'd say this is best for normal to acne prone skin, and I would recommend when you use this, like you see, you pull it off like that, looks like that. What you have to do is actually twist it and use this. It's like a little paddle applicator. I'd recommend putting it on your hand first and build slowly on your skin. Like, don't just put a ton of it on because it could potentially look cakey. It is a thicker formula, so definitely build slowly. And if you do that, it'll look really good. So I just want to remind you again, this is $3, so that's really amazing. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. This is awesome, guys. There's 40 shades that are available. 40, that is quite a lot. And also when you go on the e.l.f. website, they have a really easy selection. Like, they categorized it by the different tones, like warm, neutral, cool, and then you can sort it from light to like medium, tan, deep, dark. Like, it's so cool. It's really easy to find your shade, and I feel like there's a lot to choose from, which is awesome. And it also is incredibly cheap. This is $6, so definitely on the lower end of foundations. And another reason why I love this is because it is oil-free, which is so good for those of you who have acne, so it won't break you out or clog your pores. It also feels very lightweight on the skin, and it has a semi-matte finish, so not completely matte, but I'd say when I wear this, it definitely looks pretty matte. And it also helps to restore your skin at the same time. There's ingredients in here, I can't remember what it was, but it probably vitamins that help to brighten your skin and just help with uneven textures. And so as you're wearing it, it's, you know, making your skin look better so that when you take it off, you're not so scared when you look in the mirror. And this also lasts for a very, very long time too. I've worn this all day and it still looks the same by the end of the day. So this is definitely another good one to try out, especially if you're just looking for a cheaper everyday type of foundation. Next up we have the Maybelline Superstay Multi-Use Foundation Stick. So I have 3 of them because I like to use these for mainly contouring and highlighting, and also not as foundation all over, but to kind of like cover up imperfections on my face, because I noticed when I use it all over my face it can get kind of drying, so I only use it on certain parts of my face basically. So I have 3 here. I have Natural Ivory, which is lighter, and I like to use this one to highlight. Deep Bronze for when I am contouring, but I only use a tiny little bit of that because it can get really dark really fast. And then the one that I use to cover up blemishes and all the redness on my nose is this one here, and it's just slightly darker than this guy. But yeah, this is only $11.99, so kind of in the middle range there. It starts out as a cream foundation, and as you blend it out, it turns kind of like into a powder, so you don't have to set it. You can just blend it out and it blends in beautifully with your foundation. And that's what I love about it, is how quick it is to use these, just because, you know, sometimes I'm in a rush. I don't want to be sitting here forever doing my makeup. I'm trying to do like an everyday look, for example, and I just want to get like a nice color on my face. Beginner friendly. Like, if you're a beginner at concealing and contouring, then I would definitely check these out because it's really hard to go wrong with them. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint. It is $16.99, officially the most expensive foundation that I'm showing you guys today from the drugstore, but it is definitely worth it. Luckily, I found one that matches me when I am tan, and that is shade Honey. I can definitely work with this guy, and I really love this because it is so incredibly moisturizing and hydrating. If you have dry skin, you are going to absolutely love this if you can find a good shade that'll work for you. It's infused with hyaluronic acid, which is why it is so incredibly hydrating. I am obsessed with it. It also lasts 24 hours as well. So the formula is oil-free, hypoallergenic, so if you have sensitive skin, you won't have issues with this whatsoever. Feels crazy hydrating on your skin. I mean, it really is so moisturizing. It's a light to medium buildable coverage. It's got a doe foot applicator. This really does improve your skin over time. I actually was dealing with last week a little bit of eczema right here around my nose, and I've never had that before on my face. I've had it in between my fingers, but never on my face before. This was a first time for me. And I started wearing this foundation. And I'm not saying it's 100% because of this, because I was also using very moisturizers and serums and stuff, but I did enjoy the fact that I didn't feel super dry from my foundation. And I was wearing this the whole last week and I had no issues with itching on my eczema, and it actually went away. It's not even there anymore. So could be this, maybe. Did this heal my skin? I don't know, but I know that I felt really good when I wore it. And there are some reviews I read that said that they have eczema or like rosacea and stuff like that, and this does not irritate their skin whatsoever. I love it and would definitely recommend this one to you guys too. We have another foundation that's really good for normal or combo or dry skin. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup. It is an old one, but it's still a good one. Beats so many foundations that I have, like especially higher end ones. It gives you the most beautiful dewy glow. Like if you're all about that glow, then I would totally get this one. It's made with 40% water, so it's gonna be extremely hydrating on your face. Also vitamin C and vitamin E. It will improve your skin's texture, it will really brighten your skin, and it'll just give you a lot of hydration. Read reviews on this, and actually there were a lot of mature skin women who were saying that this really works out for them because it doesn't sink into their fine lines and they feel like it's actually improving their skin. It has a buildable medium coverage, and what you need to do with this though is throughout the day you will have to blot a little bit on your chin and your forehead if you don't powder it properly. Definitely would recommend like a Laura Mercier type of setting powder on any areas that you would usually get oily if you have combination skin. If you have dry skin, you'll probably be fine, but normal to combo skin, definitely do not forget, you gotta really make sure to set this in just those, like the T-zone area. And this is $11.99. This is the Matte and Poreless by Maybelline, $7.99, so it's on the cheaper side. I absolutely love this one. It's been a favorite of mine for a while. It also is an older foundation, but I still find myself using it. It never clogs my pores at all. I would say it's best for oily skin, but if you have normal to combo skin, definitely you can work with this too. So this is the one that I wear when I'm having really bad days, like my acne is just like out of control and I want to be able to cover it so that you can't tell how bad my skin is. That is when this will come in perfectly for me. It also gives you like a really nice flawless look. It doesn't make your pores look as large as they really are. It kind of like smooths it, like really blurs it out. It is also oil free, and I noticed that a little bit goes a long way with this. Like if you're the kind of person that wants to spend the least amount on a full coverage matte foundation, but you also don't want to end up using it really quickly, then this is definitely the one, because just like the tiniest little dab of this and it goes a long way. Like you can cover your entire face with this, which is the smallest amount. And there's 30 shades that are available in this foundation, which is really nice. So you have a lot of options to choose from. And I wear the one in 238 Rich Tan. Let me know what your favorite foundations are down in the comments below. I would love to know, just because I enjoy trying new things. Like there's some brands that I would love to try foundations from, like NYX, for example.